Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video. We're going to talk about video games, the video game industry, and cancel culture. Call of Duty has removed NickMercs, his skin, from the game following the FaZe Clan star's alleged anti-LGBTQ tweet. We're going to talk about what he said and what the blowback from that was. And honestly, it was a pretty mild take, I believe. But of course, you know, we're living in current year, and I thought we were kind of over this cancel culture stuff. But again, we're talking about Activision, and Activision is trying very, very hard to get you to think they're good people. You know, that they didn't have the Cosby suite and all that, that they're good, just people, and they're doing what they have to do. What they have to do to protect their bottom line and or community. But really, I think it's them just overcompensating for their own internal issues. That is my opinion. We're going to talk about it. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo from me, I guess. It's not as good as Geeky's woohoos, but she's getting pretty fired up about this. I'll give you a woohoo. We're going to keep it newsy. We have not talked about the Bud Light or the Target situations and the boycotts and all that because it really didn't cross over into pop culture that much. We're talking about beer and store chains, and that's a whole nother issue, right? We will talk about this though, and we're going to talk more about the cancel culture side of it than whether or not you agree with what he said. I'm going to tell you what he said, and then you can make your own decision on it. So this is NickMercs, right? So he got canceled for replying to the Glendale kerfuffle. That's what I'm going to refer to it as, because you can form your own opinions on that. You can Google Glendale Pride Month fight or something like that, and you can see what went down. So Puckett here said, "This happened 4 blocks from my Overwatch League apartment. Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they love and live your own life." To which NickMercs replied, "They should leave little children alone. That's the real issue." So my understanding is this fight broke out at an elementary school in California. It was over Pride Month and some other stuff. Parents not real happy with what was going on. So the blowback from that tweet is that Activision has pulled his skins from the store. Call of Duty, the official account, the gold check. They're giving money to that bigot Elon Musk. $1,000 a month. That's what it costs to get that gold check. But here we go. "Due to recent events, we have removed the NickMercs operator bundle from the Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone store. We're focused on celebrating Pride with our employees and our communities." Now, we're going to talk about NickMercs and his reaction to this. And he refuses to back down. He's not going to delete the tweet. He explained himself, and he said, "No, I stand by what I said." And then we're going to talk about this potential boycott of Call of Duty. He said that they should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. He said his statement drew quick condemnation from other esports developers, players, coaches, and commentators. "I'm disappointed in you, Nick," commentator and streamer Golden Boy wrote in one response. "Teaching acceptance and tolerance for everyone is a valuable life skill for all ages." In a live stream following the controversy surrounding his tweet, NickMercs said his statement was focused on his belief that the school is no place to speak about things like that and was not intended to disparage anyone's personal sexuality or gender identity. "It wasn't an anti-gay tweet. That's not what it was," he said. "If you think that I hate you because you're a certain way, you couldn't be any more wrong. I didn't mean to upset anybody," he added during the stream. "I know that I did. I'm not apologizing about the tweets. I don't feel like it's wrong. I'm going to stand by what I said. I'm not going to delete the tweet." So they go on, Ars Technica, of course, they're like, reputational risk. This is what happens when you support esports people. Sometimes they turn out to be chuds and bigots. Activision's relationship with NickMercs, again, Activision of all companies. Activision of all companies to take the moral high ground, right? Activision's relationship with NickMercs is just the latest example of the reputational risk gaming companies can face when running promotions based on real-life gaming personalities. In 2021, Twitch removed the popular PogChamp emote from its service after it said Ryan Gutierrez, on whom the emote was based, encouraged further violence after what took place in the Capitol. Is that true? Could somebody fact check that? I don't know. I'll be honest. I have no idea. There's the media's spin on things, and then there's the actual truth. And a lot of times those two things don't mesh up very well. In 2021, the Overwatch League made significant changes to an MVP Zara skin and offered refunds to players. When MVP Jay Sinatra Juan was accused of assault. Yeah, see, it happens. I mean, it's just like dealing with other celebrities, right? This isn't the first time a member of the FaZe Clan esports team has faced controversy for public statements. Evan Barron was kicked out for his use of hate speech last year, according to a clan statement. Talal Amaki drew controversy last year for publicly disavowing any support for the clan's Pride Month activities. Oh my God, these gamers. These gamers aren't progressive enough. But here's the thing. That was a very mild opinion. My personal opinion on that is, regardless of what you feel about the situation, that was a very mild opinion, but that was enough to get him canceled from Activision. Now, here's the blowback. Here's where it kind of starts to mesh up with the Bud Light and the Target stuff, where this is going to become a bigger issue. And as if Activision isn't getting into it enough with consumers and women and the media, now the media is going to turn and support Activision all of a sudden, before they spent like years attacking Activision and Blizzard. This is coming from Sportskeeda. Call of Duty boycott. NickMercs fans boycott game after streamer's operator skin is removed. So now they have their own hashtag. I stand with NickMercs is trending on Twitter. Several fans of the Twitch streamers have started boycotting Call of Duty after they removed the creator's officially licensed operator skin. The bundle was removed from the game following a controversial tweet pertaining to the LGBTQIA+ community. All he said was leave the kids alone. And that he said he didn't do that out of malice. But again, it doesn't take much to get canceled, especially this month. While many have criticized the streamer for his insensitive comment, fans have unleashed a full-fledged boycott on the franchise, uninstalling both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. Tweets like the one below with screenshots of people uninstalling Call of Duty titles have gained significant traction on social media, with many calling on Activision to publicly apologize to NickMercs and reinstate his operator bundle in the game store. Wow, you really are in a pickle here, Activision, aren't you? You really are. What did NickMercs say that caused Call of Duty to remove his skin? This is it. This is literally all I said. Leave the kids alone. That's the real issue. Leave the little kids alone. Because this happened at, I believe, an elementary school. This caused widespread backlash from prominent esports professionals and fellow content creators who wanted to make sure that nobody canceled them, so they had to join in, who claimed that NickMercs was parroting a dangerous anti-LGBTQ+ narrative that has repeatedly and baselessly linked gay and trans rights with the P word. After some backlash, the official Call of Duty page announced they were removing the FaZe Clan members' operator bundle from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 stores. They would not have done that on their own if they didn't get threats. Let's be clear. They would not have. That's pretty much every cancellation. Studios don't fire people because they feel it's the right thing. Gaming companies don't fire their PR people because they feel it was the right thing to do. They don't cancel publication deals because they feel it was the right thing to do. They do it because people are using multiple accounts or threatening whatever. We're going to boycott you. We're going to yada, 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 yada. Meanwhile, Call of Duty, the official account, Gold Check, is paying Elon Musk $1,000 a month, right? And Elon Musk probably echoes those sentiments. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just putting it out there because it needs to be said. Like, you guys are using a platform like Twitter being owned by Elon Musk and paying Elon Musk, but you're going to claim the moral high ground and do this cancel culture shit on the platform. NickMercs has defended his statements in subsequent streams, claiming his tweet was not anti-gay, but his own opinion as a father. Yes, you tend to feel differently as a parent about these things. You tend to feel more passionately about these things as a parent, regardless of where you fall on it. I'm just saying. However, many among the people boycotting Activision and Call of Duty over the issue have spouted openly homophobic rhetoric. Oh, here we go, guys. Here are some of the general tweets. F Activision, F Pride Month. Okay, so we're gonna pick the worst takes. I stand with NickMercs. How many do we have? Holy God. So we got like four tweets. So look, regardless of what you feel about the situation, right? And I'm not going to tell you what to think. I personally don't think his take was that hot. I think it was a very mild take, but apparently you're not allowed to have any opinions. No, strike that. And Geeky and I did talk about this. We actually started recording. She noped out of it because she's like, yeah, I'm getting too, this is a touchy subject. And she's a teacher and a mom, you know. But you're allowed to have hot takes as long as they are certain one side of the aisle. So if you actually, and we've seen it, this is the hypocrisy of cancel culture. You can literally wish for death on people. You can literally wish for death on politicians. You can openly wish for violence against people as long as it's people on a certain side of the aisle. That's perfectly acceptable. But if you even give a mild opinion as a parent about a situation like this, you are canceled. And I don't think it's going to work out well for Activision. This is a company that's going to die a death by 1,000 cuts eventually. Now, here's the thing. Diablo 4 sold incredibly well. So they're not going anywhere anytime soon. But this isn't going to do them any favors. That is for sure. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, it could just be a tempest in a teapot. It could be another thing where most people don't even pay attention, to what's going on with this kind of cancel culture shit. There's even with like the Gina Carano situation, it was like, oh, she wasn't in the third season. That's okay. The third season of The Mandalorian sucked anyway. Whatever. Just her character's not in the show. Whatever happened to her? Then people might look into it. So I have no idea. I have no idea if it's going to be a big deal or not. But here we go, guys. Another boycott, another example of cancel culture. Not allowed to say anything anymore without getting yourself in trouble. Gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.